Hey, welcome back, regular viewers. So this week we're going to make a quick mold, and we're going to do it really fast in one day.
One day.
Whoa, hey, slow down, kid. We can't use that. That's somebody else's, all right? So I was out with my beautiful, lovely, talented wife, known as the regular editor, and we were enjoying a dessert together, a little piece of cake, and they gave us these weird sporks. And my wife was engaged in a very important conversation about stuff that's going on in our lives. And I was looking at the spork and started thinking about, what kind of lure I could make out of it. Because I'm apparently a bad husband. So I'm just a regular guy, and it's really hard to stay tuned in the whole time, on a date. And if anybody says otherwise, they're selling something. But I was thinking, hey, this would be a pretty cool flipping bait right here. We can make an easy top pour mold with it, and we can do like a sunfish pattern, and like that's a good time of year to be making a sunfish pattern. Our bass down here in South Texas have spawned out already, and the sunfish are starting to spawn, and having a flipping bait that we can make kind of sunfishy is not going to be a bad idea. So while she was telling me about important things in our marriage and life and with our children, I thought we could make a mold out of this. So we're going to do that today, and I'm sure I will find out what it was that what important thing I missed in our marriage here before the video's over. So anyway, let's make this here quick mold. All right. So I got the eldest regular assistant right here. He's going to help me make the plaster and hopefully not make a mess so that the clothes I shouldn't be working in here don't get all dirty. But we're always going to have a start with our pieces of sheetrock tape for strength in our molds. Now this is just going to be a top pour one-piece mold, but having the strength in it is still important. Why don't you go ahead and try to put 2 more scoops just like that in our cup. All right, perfecto. On this one here, it's real important to fold the side down. You would not believe how difficult it is to find the edge of this on this sheetrock tape. Okay, and using the new Mixer 2500. I am liking this mixer though. This really does a good job agitating this stuff and making it much more user friendly. Okay, this is where I always want to do this, but I know that that's really going to splatter. I can do it slowly. Nope. Okay, nope. That's going to get worse. Stop. Quit with your head, guy.
All clean.
Okay, now we've got our Made in America molds. It's the most mold making in America that we've ever molded here in America when we made it in this here mold box from America, because that's where we live when we made it in America. Stop. Okay, let's wipe this schmutz off the regular bench, which I was just informed we need to clean again by one of the regular viewers. Pour it out.
We use a little spatula.
A spatula. The regular assistant gave me 2 spatulas.
Those aren't my spatulas.
I'm sorry, the regular editor. I keep doing that.
Someday I'll have spatulas. Better my wife will.
A boy can dream, huh? Okay, well, you go clean that out. We're going to lay that out and put in the backbone of any good plaster mold. That piece was a skosh too long. Use our crab fork, press it down. Good, just that easy. Level it out, and now if you have any bits that you any bubbles or bits or bites or anything like that, you can go ahead and take a old chip brush like this and just drag it across the top, and that's an excellent way to get those bubbles out. Get the bubbles out, get the bubbles out. And today we're just doing this simple pattern here, so we're just going to lay these in and try to do it right the first time, but we won't. top pour mold. That's all there is to it. Press it in.
Hello.
Hello.
What you doing? What are those?
These are sporks that we're going to make a fishing lure
What's
out
a
of.
spork?
It's a spoon fork, lady. A spork. Spoon fork. Think about it.
Oh.
If it was a spife, it'd be a what?
A spoon and a knife?
A spoon knife, yes. But this is a spork, a spoon fork.
What about a fork knife?
A fork knife.
That would be a fife.
Would that be a fife? Which I think is a band or an instrument or something like that.
I think
fife?
And it's someone's last name.
Somebody's last name. Do you know Mr. Fife?
Yeah.
Mr. and Mrs. Fife? Okay, so those are in there. I just want them pressed in just a little bit. And that's it. Now we're just going to let this sit just for a couple hours. It'll be all hardened, ready to go. And we'll be pouring plastic in this just in a few hours. You'll see. Well, it'll all look like it happens just like this, but we're not going to use that snap. But it looks like it's going to happen fast, but you know, it's going to take a couple hours for this to dry. This will come out. And like I said, we'll be pouring this later today. Welcome back, regular viewers. I messed that up. I realized I didn't start the show with wiping the table off, and I apologize for those of you that missed it. So there you go. There's a good table wipe for no reason because it's just as dirty. So our mold is back and dry. Now we're going to unbox it from its boxation. Get the boxification removed. Forgot your magnet, guy. Oh, come here. I need you. Thank you. All right. Now we take our friend All. There we go. A little ugly on the edge right there. That's better.
That's great. That's wonderful.
It's good, great, wonderful. All right, our sporks are ready to go to eat more cake with. Okay, now over here to the griddle. Okay, so we are on the griddle. We got it on pancake mode, and we're just going to let this dry the mold the rest of the way, get the rest of the moisture out of it so that we can actually shoot it today, or pour it today. That's pour it right there. But I'm actually going to flip it over so that side gets most of the heat and dries out first. And we'll be back in about an hour and this should be cooked. Let's clean this bench up just a little bit. Say we did. Much better. Still need to sand it and paint it, but you know, hey, beggars can't be choosers. All right, so we're back from the hot plate over there, cooking it. Same day still. I guess I should have held up a newspaper or something because you got no way to know, aside from my regular word, that it's the same day. But it is. I got no reason to make it up. I'm not that exciting. Nor am I that creative. I'm just regular. We are going to put a nice coating of UV resin all about this guy here. Act as a nice permanent mold release. You could use 2-part epoxy. I've used a lot of polyurethane in the past. That works well as well. This just seems to work a lot quicker than the other two options. And if it's quick, dirty, and cheap, we're all about it here in the regular shop. I hope you can see the possibilities that I saw with these sporks while I'm doing this here. I think you got a nice punching bait. We have a nice jig trailer possibly. Flipping, punching, that kind of creature bait, I guess you'd call it. Okay, before it dries up too much, I'm going to take it out into God UV chamber, get the full spectrum, and then do a couple more layers. First layer is down. Put a quick light coat on that layer because it won't absorb it anymore. Hopefully not. Okay. Make sure we're not ponding down in the bottom right there because we need that. We'll need the depth there. All right. Back into God's UV chip. All right, and we're multitasking here in the regular shop. So I'm doing some, heating up some soft plastics from my leftovers from other builds. And this is going to be our bluegill combo. Right here. Got my regular personal June bug and pumpkin seed colors. And they look like they are ready to go. Our mold is almost ready to go. So let's put this back in the microwave. Okay, we got 2 layers on there. There's one spot right there where it's not really shiny. So we will add another even thinner layer to this whole animal. We are almost done. This is going pretty fast, believe it or not. We are in the sun. This stuff sets up in minutes. Or not even, I wouldn't even say minutes. I would say a minute. Seconds. Okay, another thin layer on it. Good to go. Make sure that spot we were worried about is all nice and filled in with what little I got left. All right, one last time. So that is roughly 3 layers of UV'd clear coat on there. I don't know what the long pause was for. And that looks pretty good to me. So we probably don't even need a UV or rather a mold release like a petroleum jelly or anything like that. This should be good to go as it is. We'll get out our safety first gloves, or second or third, I think at this point. Not important. Not important. It is already hot out here, guys. It is 91 degrees today. And I don't even know what the temperature is in the regular shop right here. I gotta use the regular thermometer, but it feels a lot warmer than that. Let's do it on camera, guy. There are our colors. See how these guys came out here. That copper on there, that came out. You can definitely see that copper on there. Black, not so much. Probably gonna get in the sunlight for that one. But flashing wise, this is one of our best pours. Interesting. Don't know if I'm sold on the June bug, pattern there, but or color for this pattern, but I do like the copper in it though. We might do that again. Okay, so just like we did before, this is a makeup brush I swiped from the regular editor. Spin it in there. Okay. Just kind of let it distribute where it may. Okay, where I'm not as sold on this pattern or this color for this pattern, what I was going to show you, what I also thought of, is if we took and sliced it right in twain. Now, what do you got there? Look at that. You got a creature craw thingamawhat's it that you can stick on the back of a jig. Look at that. Get our black and blue jig and throw that on there. Forget about it, huh? That was easy peasy. In fact, I'll get one to show you. I was going to get a jig, but what I did find is these are detachable shaky heads that I made. See, detachable. It's got a snap on it so you can take it on and off the hook. This is one of those big old punching hooks. Which way do we want to go with this? We want this side up. That barb on there to grab it like so. And this guy is going to come right back into that nice meaty area. If I can get the legs to stop sticking, which they won't in the water. But we'll be able to punch that through the matted weeds tomorrow. I'm going to go tie that on right now. And that'll be ready to go tomorrow. Makes me want to actually make a couple more of that color. Dang it, why did I have to do that? I do have some green hot too that we still got there, so let's put some large flake in it. Last two are in the mold, and this is our MC Escher style pattern here, but I think we got some nice colors to work with, and I do like the results for a quick, dirty, and cheap. This is probably the quickest, dirtiest, and cheapest thing that we've done on the channel. This is a spork, right? We made this out of a spork this morning. We poured the mold, it dried, we got our clear coat on there, and then we poured the mold, right? So now we got all these little hot dogs right here to try out tomorrow. I don't know why I said hot dogs. And the next time you see these, it'll be on the swim test. I'll show you how we're going to use it, how we're going to rig it. And, you know, if God is good to us tomorrow, maybe we can catch something with them for you. All right, we'll see you on the water.
Got one. Another one on the top water lure.
That's on a spork, people. That's how you catch a bass with a spork. Okay, that's the spork lure there with the homemade weedless jig head on it. Thank you, sir.
There he goes.
Don't forget.
Hey, what are you kids doing?
You stay regular.